Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Zilbring. Please open up your packets to page 11. The title appears on page 10, but the lesson begins on page 11. We are totally switching gears within this unit now, and we're moving into patterns and sequences. So what you're going to see, I'll just read this aloud. Patterns are found in many different forms. Sometimes they are listed as sets of numbers, a table, or a series of diagrams. So we're actually going to start with this diagram. So this is not something that appears to be algebraic, but you'll see where we're going with it. So on the grid, draw diagram 4. Okay, so let's see, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. So just continue the pattern. Okay, this is going to challenge me to draw these out. I'm not a very good artist. But it's not that complicated. Looks like we have 4 squares and then 4 triangles above them. So this is not algebra, this is just follow a pattern. Complete the table showing the number of lines in each diagram. So let's see, we start with 6. And then what do we end up adding? We have the 6. Plus we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives us 11. So let's see, we have 11 up to here, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now we have 16 up to here, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm out of room. Can we figure out the pattern? Let's see, looks like we're just adding 5 each time, so that brings us to 26. So for formula or rule, I'm going to teach you a way to do this that we're going to use for each problem. We're starting with 6, and we're adding 5 each time. So we're adding 5, but how many 5s do we add? Well, I added 1 5, I added 2 5s. Here, let me write that down. Let's get my pen a little smaller. I added 1 5, I added 2 5s, I add 3 5s, I add 4 5s. The number of 5s I add is 1 less than this number. It's whatever term you are on minus 1. So again, look down here. I started with 6. I add 4 5s, that's 20. 6 plus 20 is 26. Your starting point plus. This is what you're going up by. Okay. It's the number of terms minus 1. Let's try another one. This time we have dots. Okay, draw diagrams 4 and 5. I might just draw 4, and we'll see how this goes. So let's see, we start with 1, then I make it into this diamond, and then I add 3 more and a dot to the right. So let's see for 4. I need to start with what I have in 3. And let's see if I can figure the pattern. I add a middle, a top and a bottom, and a side. It's a little hard to talk out, but it makes sense when I draw it. So let's complete the table, and then we'll see if we need to draw number 5. We have 1. Okay, now how many dots? We added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 altogether. Well, look, we're to here, and then we added 4. That brings us to 9. Again, I was to here, add 4 more, so this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Can we figure this one out without drawing it in? Because I just don't quite have room. 4, 4, 4. the next should be 17. Try the formula. We start with 1. Okay, that's our starting point. I'm going to write this in so you can see it again. I'm adding 4 each time, but I'm multiplying by 1 less than the term. Flip over to page 12, and I want you to try this one on your own. I'm going to pause it here, fill in the answer, and then you'll check. All right, everybody, let's see how you did. So my picture leaves a lot to be desired, but just take a look. We've got 1M, 2M's, 3M's, and I draw in the 4. Completing the table, just count the lines. We've got 4, 7, 10, 13, and 16. So my rule would be 4, that's my start, plus I'm going up by 3 times this number minus 1. And it looks like I missed a plus 3 somewhere. Maybe that one. That's it. Okay, pause here and make corrections if you need to. So now we're going to move into number patterns, numeric patterns, and sequences. Find the next 3 terms in the pattern. Okay, 7, 13, 19, 25. Looks like I'm going up by 6. So this would be 31, 37, 43. Describe the pattern in words. Start at 7. Add 6. Can we write a rule? It's actually exactly the same as the diagrams. We're starting at 7. We're adding 6. And it's this same n minus 1 as before. So if I think about this as the first, second, third, and fourth terms, how many 6's do I add? Well, it's 1 less than this number. So if we looked at the 25, okay, so this would be the fourth term. 4 minus 1 is 3. 18 times 3 is 6. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 plus 7 is 25. Once you get the rule, writing the 10th term is easy. You just plug in a 10. So 7 plus 6 times 9. So this answer would be 61. I'll do one more with you guys. Let's do number 2 together. Find the next 3 terms. Okay, let's see. Looks like we're going up by 3. So 14, 17, 20. Describe the pattern in words. Start at -4, add 3. Can we write a rule? Sure. -4 plus 3, and again, there's that n minus 1. Number 3 cuts off between the bottom of page 12 and page 13, but please try it on your own. I'm going to pause here. All right, this one's a little bit different because we're going down. Okay, look at your numbers. Looks like we're going down by 12. So next 3 numbers would be 2, -10, -22. Describe it. Start at 50, subtract 12. You could write it this way, 50 plus -12 and minus 1. Or you could simply write it as 50 minus 12 times n minus 1. Could we figure out going backwards? Sure, just add 12 going the other way. So before would be 62, 74, and 86. We're going to do one more type. So this has no picture, no story. It's just doing this from a table. All that you need to find is what is the value when x is 1. And you'll see it's the same as before. We're starting at 3. Looks like we're going, now look at the y values, down by 1. Starting at 3, down by 1. It's that same n minus 1 at the end. Okay, if you want to check one, go ahead. Say we plugged in 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And 3 minus 3 is 0, so this one checks. Start at 5. Now look at the y values. We're going up by 2. So start at 5 plus 2 times n minus 1. Go ahead and try. I'm going to pause it here. Go ahead and try this one on your own. You should be getting the hang of this by now. We're starting at 55, going up by 35, and it's that same n minus 1 at the end. I've saved this last one. We're going to do this one together. You always want to see where's the 1. So if you look at the y values, hang on, we can start at 3. Take a look. We're going up by 2. But if it's not clear to you, just go ahead and write the next couple terms in the pattern. Up by 2. This is quite literally the same problem over and over again. So 3 plus 2 times n minus 1. That's it. Please log in during your class time if you need more help.